Welcome to another Sketchbook Tour. This is Volume 6. I'm really excited to show this one because I feel like I was starting to kind of come into my own as an artist. I mean, I've been drawing for a long time. Obviously, there's 5 sketchbooks before this one. But yeah, this was a really good time, and let's just get right into it. There's some new techniques that I was starting to use in Volume 5 that I think kind of organically open up in Volume 6. So yeah, it's super exciting. Here we go. Let's open it up. First off, we have some like threadless stickers. Wow Bow. This is definitely from a sticker from when Rachel and I went on a date before we were married. This is around 2011. 40-watt sun. I was really into, like, I still am, but I love doom metal. This is a sticker. These are stickers from Sufjan Stevens' Christmas album, if you guys remember that. So, yeah, I don't know. I love stickers, as I'm sure you know. So, I liked drawing nights around this time. Not sure why. This guy is saying, stay out of this sketchbook, blasphemer. Here I've got the dates. This is September 2011 to February 2012. Still drawing with a lot of microns, as you can see. Gosh, I don't know what else. This is the Damon Blue line. I spent a lot of time there. That's a nice drawing. I like that drawing a lot. And here's a guy with like a cybernetic robot arm. It's pretty cool. And let's see. So here we have more of a, I'll zoom out a little. It's kind of like a Lobster Johnson vibe here. Definitely Hellboy inspired. Not sure what this is. Again, more microns, but don't worry. Things evolve quickly. Finally, some quality drawings. November 3rd, 2011. So this is a cool drawing. I'm not sure what this is from. I think I did that from life. Maybe? Not sure. Again, big fan of Hellboy, Lobster Johnson. This is around the time where, hold on, I'm just going to make sure that, no, there we go. It's a little overexposed. Let's bring the ISO down. All right, sorry about that. One more. There we go. I hope that's not too dark. I guess we'll fix it in post. I was reading James Herron's I was reading James Herron's work a lot at this time when he was working on the BPRD stuff, and it was really inspiring to me. So I'm pretty sure this is what it's from, but I'm not positive. I still really like this drawing. More micron work. Really into gangsters at the time. Dang, this drawing is sweet. I would do this a fair amount. It's like kind of like pseudo border. I'm going to zoom in on this a little. It's pretty cool. More pencil drawings. Got to be careful with these because I did not use any sort of protection on my pencils after I drew on them, so they have a tendency to rub out. Here's a drawing I did from a photograph. This is of me and Rachel. This is me in Chinatown. I was having a really hard time in the marathon at this point. I forget who took the picture. Somebody took like a candid photo of me like hugging Rachel on the sidelines, being like, I can't do this. It's like mile 21 is where you hit Chinatown in Chicago in the Chicago Marathon, and it is brutal. after running south on Ashland for a long time. But yes, so still really like this drawing. October 30th, 2011 is when I drew that. But yeah, in October 2011, October 9th or something, I ran a marathon, if you can believe it. A kind of luchador-style gangster here. This is inspired by something, but I don't know what. Again, with the... I should do that more. I like that. Here's an apple cake recipe that I think I was doing with Rachel at the time. I wrote down recipes. I should do that more often. Recipes that I like. Here I was kind of like... I don't know. I was like super into Art Nouveau at this point. I think that's the right way to say it. Art Nouveau. Yeah, I don't know though. I drew a lot of this kind of style of like, kind of nature-y with like something that would be like on a wine glass or on a wine bottle. But I don't know why, and I don't like this drawing at all. It's too bad. I remember not liking it when I drew it. All right, so I've covered this part of the page because it's a note from Rachel to me, which is very personal. But here's that Mexican luchador gangster again. And here's a Blade of the Immortal sketch. Still doing a bunch of samurai stuff. I like this drawing, and I like how I was getting... I'll zoom in here a little. I like the way that I was drawing, that I drew that mouth. I'm just really happy with how that turned out. So... Alright, back to Blade of the Immortal. Great pose. I liked all of this. I remember starting with this, getting to this foot. I remember I drew that foot, and I was like, I'm done. This is terrible. I hate this. So, I'm not sure what there's else to say about that, and I gave up on it. But here, you can start to see some brush lines, because I just started using the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen at this time. It was like a new revelation. Super exciting. So again, we got more microns here. This is a good time. This is fine. This is a great drawing. Again, still learning how to do the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen here. Not really working with any reference, just having a good time. I remember reading a lot of Imagine FX at this time, and like a lot of fantasy art and women in armor. But still can't draw legs and feet to save my life here. Not sure what's up with that. Here's a night design that I think I may have drawn. I don't know. I can't remember if this is in volume 5 or not, but we'll see what happens. So I'm covering this because that's another personal little note, but there's the cool drawing of Rachel and another little recipe. All right, this is really fun. So here's an illustration of my in-law grandparents. I actually really like that drawing, but I don't like that one. Terrible drawing of Rachel, 11/12/2011. And here is the sketch for our wedding invitation. Our save the date invitation, because I had just proposed. And yes, it's very... Actually, you know what? This is baller. I'm not even going to be bashful about this one. It's just a great save the date. I have the save the date somewhere in our house, but I don't know where they are exactly. This is a great drawing, and I actually like this drawing more than I like the actual save the date that I did. This is just like a prep one. This is like a failed idea. There's me. This is like I sketched my wedding outfit because I am a freaking nerd. This is also before I had a beard. So, moving on. Here's more of that kind of Art Nouveau thing, like a lady with a lot of tattoos. But, like, I was using brush here for some of it, and some micron. I was kind of doing the marrying of the brush and micron that I like to do a lot. But I like the face a lot. I didn't really know how to draw this. Kind of frustrating to me. Here's like a sci-fi shock trooper or something. I see that like I drew antlers here. I think I tried to draw something else and I didn't like it, so I went over it with black. But yeah, good times. Here is I like this drawing a lot. I think this is totally cool. I should probably use this design again someday. Who knows, maybe you'll see it. Practicing my new Pentel brush pen. I think maybe I got a new one, but this is one of the first drawings that I drew with a brush pen that I felt really confident about, because here, there's still, the outlines here are all micron, and then I kind of like filled in with the brush pen, or maybe just like a regular like thick marker, because that's where I felt the most comfortable. It wasn't until I started like really pushing myself with the brush pen that I felt confident, and this drawing was one of those where I felt like I wasn't doing that great with it. But here I really felt like I had succeeded, and I remember being very happy with this drawing at the time. So here I was like still doing the micron thing. I like this a lot. I like this character. It's kind of pretty cool. I don't know. I feel like I may have stolen it from something, so I'm hesitant to like use it. More micron drawings. But I like these, you know, I think they're cool. Let's see. Here's some outline practice sessions from friends where I was hanging out. It's really fun. I like doing this. I should do it more. It also makes me a better artist. Here's some, this is from Trey Kroner. There's a restaurant that's near North Park University where I went to college, and where I had an apartment near there, and now I have a house near there, so I don't know. I feel like maybe I've regressed, but not sure what this is. There's a great little drawing of Rachel over here. Yeah, I'm not very good at drawing Rachel. I should be better. Look at these terrible drawings of Rachel. Oh, not one but two failed attempts at drawing the fiancé. Yep, pretty much. I'm not sure what this is. Look how bad these drawings are. Holy hell. That is incredibly embarrassing. Wow. Okay, so here I'm trying my hand at some environments. Again, mostly with the micron and then filling in. I have other illustrations from this time that I think are on my computer that I kind of want to show with this, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them by the time I edit this. This is a cool drawing, but again, like the composition's kind of all over the place, but you know, it's a start. Definitely, again, Wolves of St. August. This is kind of like was my version of Hellboy, like a luchador monster hunter who like happens to wear a suit. Maybe someday. Here's Rachel working on wedding planning. I think we were having an argument that day. I didn't want green beans at my wedding, and Rachel was not happy that I didn't want that. Here's Potato Face. Like a guy with like some weird mandibles for a mouth. Kind of weird. Here's a guy eating it. Trey Kroner. I ate a lot of Trey Kroner because they were open late and they had a very cheap rice pudding, like Swedish rice pudding. Let's see. Black Mirror trade is amazing. Batman Black Mirror? Not sure. This is a great drawing of Batman though. So here I still using the microns, introducing a little bit more of the brush pen on the outside areas. You know, I was not super confident. I'll zoom in a little there. You can see the Pentel like kind of bleeding into the outskirts of this drawing. But yeah. And I don't know, I was using microns, and I was also using Copic markers at the time as well. So I really like this drawing. This was one of another kind of like successful use solely with a brush pen or like with a brush. I felt like this looked so cool, and I felt like it was like really organic, and it was a new fresh take on how to make lines, and it shows here. So that Mexican luchador that you saw a few pages ago, and this one, I love this drawing still because it's also very significant for me as like my development of like learning how to use a brush and accepting the unknown, and it really shows here. And it's a great drawing. Very happy with this. Here is and here's some more. Sorry, this is again more personal stuff. And yeah, I just think these are they're solid. They're not great, but I like them. I'm learning all with the brush pen. Slowly but steady. Slow. I don't know whatever the word is. All right, here's another success one. So I never finished this, which I'm actually kind of sad about. But I remember like having such a good time drawing this, and I wanted to like keep going, but I was like busy or something. Love this drawing. Obviously, it's the Predator ripping somebody's skull out, all with the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. Let's go. Heck yeah, I'm even getting pumped up just looking at this because I just know where I was, and I know like how, not scared, I don't know, moving into a new kind of way of making lines is a big deal, so I'm going to celebrate it, and whatever. Be proud. Here we go. Here's what I would call like a really successful merging of Pentel Pocket Brush Pen lines and microns, which is kind of like my style now. Even like today, over 10 years later, I love mixing the kind of harshness of microns or like a kind of multi-liner kind of style of line with this very organic brush sensibility. So that's just something that I really like to do. And I don't really worry about making them try and look like brush strokes. I just kind of go because that's how I go and that's how I do. And this drawing here I think is pretty freaking great. Still, I don't even know who this guy is. I think it's kind of a play on that potato face guy. And just getting some really delicate lines with those brushes, some really organic stuff. Fantastic. Still love that drawing so much. Here's some more Art Nouveau stuff. This is kind of a, I don't know, dragonfly thing. Here's some like weirdo Christian stuff. Still a Christian, I think, but it's complicated, as I'm sure everybody understands. So, but that's where I was at the time. And I'm gonna honor that, I guess. Or whatever the word is. Here's a guy with a mustache and an axe. More brush pen. Mixed with micron. Can't get super deep in there, but you kind of see what I'm going for there. That mixture of micron and yeah. Love it. Actually, I don't love this drawing now, but I liked it back then. I remember liking it now. But it is relatively rare, I will say, for me to like something in the past and not like it now. I know like there's that kind of trope with artists where we say that, oh, whatever I draw in 5 years from now I'm going to hate. But at some point, you learn to kind of like your previous self in a way. So there's not that many drawings that change for me now, I've realized, as I've kind of gotten a little more mature in my artistic growth, maybe. I'm only 35, so don't take what I say too seriously, but if I liked a drawing back then, I'll usually like the drawing now, and if for it to flip-flop like with this, it's pretty rare. It's not a terrible drawing. It's just, I don't know. Moving on. Here's a cool pencil drawing. I like that, but I never inked it. I don't really like any of the drawings on this one. Drawing people on the train, a rando fantasy guy, some more gangster folks. Another gangster folk here. Meh. This is not a success. I remember that. Look at that hand. No good. Okay. So this face is a little wonky, but again, this is from the cover of the 13 Assassins DVD. Really like the way this one came out. It's a little weird now, but I appreciate it now. It's cool. Here's one that I did of like a fantasy ship, and this is all in with like a pen that you've just a desk pen. What are they called? Ballpoint. Like it's like 11:30 here, so time for bed. Some more night stuff. Oh, we've got a little bit of a mess up here. Don't know if you can see it, but I remember drawing that and then disregarding it. But I do like that drawing. Again, mostly, yeah, all with Pentel brush pen. Another success. Nice. That's cool. Ooh, I was looking at a picture when I drew this. Some more samurai stuff. I was watching a lot of 13 Assassins, one of my favorite movies. But yeah, more brush pen. Goodness. Yeah, I was like starting to use it more and more, and it shows. Oh. So I remember, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. I remember like saving up a bunch of money and getting like a big coupon and bringing it to Blick and getting a bunch of Copic markers. Huge deal. And gosh, I had such a good time working with those. I still have them. A lot of them are dried out, and I have trouble. With Copic markers now because it take a lot of work to make them look the way I want, but it was a great experimentation back in the day. And this is another successful Pentel pocket brush pen drawing. Celebrate. I have no idea what this even means. I just wanted to draw a gorilla that was a librarian. So here you go. I don't know what that is. Back in January 2012 now. This is a great drawing. Great drawing. See the little micron stuff there, but then I started adding more Pentel stuff to get more of an organic line. Some sort of like self-portrait here. I don't know, some sort of BS emo kind of vibe. Ugh. Oh, it's one of my old pastors. Russ. Really like that drawing. I do love drawing nature. I wish I had more time where I could paint it more often, but not a success. This drawing is not a success here. It's fine. That's what sketchbooks are for. I drew this after reading one of Becky Cloonan's mini comics. Like Viking vibes. I'm not sure exactly what it was called. I can't remember. You'll know what I'm talking about as I'm saying it. I think Becky Cloonan's lines are amazing, and she's a great storyteller. And I read that, and I was like, oh, I want to draw like Viking dudes. And I did. And I thought it looked awesome. And I love this drawing, and I love this guy. And I remember the feelings that I had when I was drawing this. I was so at peace. It's just the best feeling in the world to just do something that you feel good about. Heck yeah. Here's the sci-fi thing. See, I'm like coming into my own. And I was figuring it out. Like, I was like, okay, I can draw like organic things and maybe some suits, like alien faces. This is some early, I use this as like early conceptual art for Alpheus from Space Mullet actually too. But I'll zoom in a little bit here. But for the background, you can see I was still kind of figuring out like, how do I make this work? And I was using mostly Micron for that background. And I was trying to figure out how to use both because I didn't know how to organically shift from foreground to background, where the background was mostly Microns because I had never really drawn backgrounds or environments with a brush. So still something I'm learning today, actually. Let's see. So here's a cool spaceship. And I'm not sure what this is. I think it's a knight that's killed a goblin and he's like really sad about it. That's my best guess. But again, all with the brush pen. Here's some, I don't know why I was doing this, but I was drawing like Dietrich Bonhoeffer a bunch. So I'm a big fan of Bonhoeffer. Don't know, like white dude samurai. Not sure what's up with that. Okay. I feel like I was reading Powers at the time. This kind of looks like the guy from Powers. More Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Okay, so I remember that this one, I was teaching when I was making the sketchbook. And I had my microns with me at the school. And on my lunch break, I would draw. And I had some National Geographics that I was just using, like, that we were collaging at the school. And it was a really rough time for me. I've been open about it in interviews, that teaching section of my life. But I remember trying to draw some, like, stuff with, like, using reference from National Geographic and giving her a katana, because why not, of course. And just being so discouraged with everything. This is so hard. I just remember the moment that I drew this like lunch break, and I was so discouraged. I was so tired, and I just didn't want to teach anymore, but I felt so stuck. So, I don't know. I don't really like the drawing, but I remember exactly the way I was feeling when I drew it. Let's go to... Oh, okay. Here's Dietrich Bonhoeffer cutting up some Nazis, or hitting them with like a crowbar. Of course, this goes totally against everything that Dietrich Bonhoeffer was about. So, kind of disrespectful, actually. Sorry, Dietrich. My apologies. But there you have. I don't know. Here is some more ink drawings here. It's a good time. I like these. I don't know what they are, but I like them. Again, more of the same kind of Copic marker vibe. Battle planning for something, not sure what, but more brush, just feeling more and more confident with it. I don't know what I was using, like some more like turning the Pentel brush pen to the side. And oh, there's a bookmark that has slipped out. Oh yeah. Look how real that looks on the camera. Rachel got this for me as a fun gift. Didn't like this one, was having trouble with the chainmail. Yeah. Didn't like either of these either. These are terrible. Wow. This was a getting ready. I was like using this as like to prep for a painting that I wanted to do. And we're getting to the end of things here. Here's some more Art Nouveau stuff. And another recipe. Some more futzing around, and that's it. Some more sketchy fussiness, and that's volume 6, guys. We did it. It's great. I'm really proud of this one. It's one of my favorites in my entire collection. I'm learning a lot even about myself, even as I'm going back with these videos. It's a really fun experience. I hope you're kind of taking away something from them as well. I'll keep doing them. I know I said I'd do one every month, but geez, no time for that. My last one was in February. Good Lord. On to Volume 7.